What's going on? My name's Ash. If you're new to the channel, I'm a cyclist that's lost just over 17 kilograms, gained around 60 watts on my FTP on the road to 5 watts per kilo, and this channel is all about squeezing the maximum value out of my journey to try and reach my fitness potential so that I can then share that with you and we can all hopefully become more powerful cyclists together. So this is week 4 of our journey to try and reach our 5 watt per kilo FTP. And last week, probably the most significant thing that had happened, well, we were in a transit training camp and we had encountered a sheep at 34 miles an hour and we were covered in road rash, pretty injured, shaken from blacking out, and I was kind of, I was like trying to put myself back together again. So Saturday, Sunday and Monday we're just putting our life back together again after going unconscious. I've never been knocked out before, and it was a life-affirming moment where you realise that you could be gone in an instant, that that everything that I am is my consciousness, and that it was taken away in an instant. And to have that happen to you, like, it took at least 3 days for me to get back to a place where I wanted to get out again. I wanted to get in the transit van again, but we did. We got into the transit van again on the Tuesday, and we had this ride. No sheep will stop me. And this is just testament to my attitude that I have to my cycling right now, to life. Despite the encounter with the sheep, the injuries, being covered in road rash, sleeping in a transit van in the cold in the rural north the night before, we got out there and we got it done up Holmfirth for it's about a 20-minute climb. And I just wanted to get out there, no matter how I was feeling, and make sure that I knew where I was in my fitness. And using the terrain that is just going to let me off the leash, is going to allow you to find out where you are, because you're always going to be able to nudge your limit up a 20-minute climb. I just wanted to get out there and see how much my fitness had been affected, and I was feeling so anxious about it, because I was like, I was just thinking I'm gonna be back to square one. Like, how close back to square one am I gonna be? But I wanted to find out. But luckily, it seems that despite hitting every part of my body on the concrete, I didn't hit anything that is affecting my watts, and I was able to push 330 watts for just over 18 minutes, which means that I'm still on course. So I'm so thankful for that. And I say to the universe, keep throwing adversity at me, but it's getting a bit silly now. So if you could just hold off a bit. So yeah, having not been forced to take myself back to London and recharge, I just felt good that I had pushed through and done this ride on the Tuesday, and actually, got out there and tested myself, because every part of every cell in my body was screaming as soon as I hit that sheep and got injured, was to go back to London and just, curl up in my bed and just like get away from the world, because I just wanted to, that's all I wanted to do, like, you feel vulnerable, and I'm glad that I pushed through that vulnerability and got out there and was able to, go full gas up a big climb. But having said that, after not being forced to go back, I then felt the best decision was to actually go back and recharge myself, because sleeping in the transit van, the physical factor that made me go back was that it was going to be very easy for my wounds, being covered in road rash, to go septic sleeping in the back of a dirty transit van. And so, not wanting to tempt any more adversity, I decided to go back to London. And so on the Thursday, we took the transit van back, and I rode from St Albans, where I dropped the van off, back to London. And then we did some errands and track stands, which is me using my body as my transport, and just got some groceries, filled my bag up with potatoes, and then ate them. So then we're just taking it easy. On the Friday and the Saturday, went to a market and got some donuts, just treating myself, recuperating. But then on the Sunday, we felt it was time to go full gas again, and I went out with my mate Charlie, who also has a YouTube channel. I'll link it. And we just chatted the entire way for 80 miles at 19.5 miles an hour. It was it was good. And he's training for the hill climb season, which every weekend here in the UK at this time of year, there is a hill climb competition where the fastest person wins up a hill that's anything from 2 to 20 minutes long, and you just got to go full gas out your face. who can dig the deepest into their mind and utilize their watts per kilo the most effectively. And Charlie needed to do some training for that, and so we went out together. The most effective training for that is to go out with someone of an ability who's similar to you or better, and just go full gas side by side up some hills that are going to be recreating what you're going to be doing in the competition. So that's exactly what we did here. And there was at least 3 hills that I've got some footage of, and I will leave that video link somewhere up here, down here, somewhere. And that's got all the data, and just me and Charlie going head to head, full gas, you know, back and forth, fun competition. That's the thing. The stimulus is high when you go with someone else, and it's just going to push you beyond how any threshold that you're going to be able to achieve when you're just going solo. So that is exactly what this ride was about, is pushing ourselves beyond what we could do if we were just on our own. And yeah, an amazing ride. And going into week 5, these are the kind of rides I want to be doing more of. And when I'm ready, once I feel like I am fully recharged, the next significant thing that I'm going to be doing in this, making a next step towards my 5 watt per kilo FTP, is increasing the intensity, increasing the amount of time that I spend on the bike in a week. And when I do that, because every ride has some kind of intensity in it, it means that I'm going to be ramping up the intensity. And yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. And if I don't see you out on the road, because I'd love to see you out on the road, and those people who shout "eat plants" at me, you make my day. I'll see you on the road, or I will see you in the next walk.
I can't even believe you read that out loud. That's unbelievable. I don't even know what to say about it. That's amazing.